Here's the biggest mistake I see notaries making at closings that derails their business. If you don't know me, my name is Elias Santos. I'm the founder of Notary Capital. We're a national closing service. So this means, look, we've done thousands of real estate transactions across the country. Every single state, you can name it, we've probably been there. We've done closings in Hawaii, Alaska, California, Florida, Texas. I mean, just name the state, we've probably done a closing there. We also handle remote online notarizations. So when someone's out of the country, we handled those transactions as well. And we've taken care of people. We've facilitated transactions for people who were in China, they were in Israel, they were in Afghanistan. So let's just say we've seen a thing or two. And here's the biggest mistake I see notaries committing at the closing table that ultimately derails their business. It just shows how inexperienced you are. And this is one of those things that our company we catch before it actually happens. Um, if you're a notary and you've worked with our company before, then you know that we put you through an interview process for a reason. It's meant to catch these things before it becomes a problem. But this is just my experience that I've heard from other from our clients, from escrow officers, from attorneys. And this is the things that they complain about that we come in and we solve. And the biggest thing that I've seen, biggest mistake, the biggest issue that just it mind blows me is our clients they'll come to me and they'll be like, hey, how do your notaries, how do your loan signing agents handle a transaction? And then I'll walk them through exactly what we do and our process and everything. But they'll tell me that in the past they've worked with notaries that when they're at the table, the only thing they do is point to where the person needs to sign and says, sign here, date here, nothing else. That is absurd. That is the worst thing you could possibly do. You're not there to simply tell the signers where to sign and where to date. If that's what you were there for, I mean, they could have just gotten some Joe Schmo off the street or whatever. Yeah, it's nice that you have a notary license and you can notarize the documents, but you're not there just to simply notarize a document. That's not what you're there for. Um, it's very important as a notary that you understand you're at the closing table to guide the signers through their loan package. You hear that word? Guide. Not point, not show, not explain, or whatever you want to say. You're there to guide them through the loan package. So instead of just skipping to the fourth page of the closing disclosure and telling them to sign and date here, what you should probably do is, hey, let's take a quick look at your closing disclosure. Let's see if this is what you were expecting. Let's go over these numbers real quick. And it's as simple as here. This is pointing to the closing disclosure and being like, hey, this is your principal and interest. This is your taxes and insurance. This is your monthly payment. This is how much you were supposed to bring to the closing table. And then going over the second page and the third page. So the signers feel comfortable. They feel understood. They don't feel like they're being rushed. This is a huge transaction. This is a big deal for them. They're either refinancing or they're buying their first, even worse, if they're buying their first home, it's a major deal. And if a notary comes in and just says, sign here, date here, sign here, date here, initial here, where's the personality in that? How are you making them feel comfortable? To the contrary, you're making them uncomfortable when you're doing something like that. So if there is one bit of advice I can give to all notaries, is look, you're there to guide the signers through the documents. You're not there to just simply point and tell them to sign.